Well, hello, folks. What are we doing today? We're going to have a look at this beastie. I know, it's a monstrosity. It's sitting outside, been in my nettles for, well, long as I can remember. Come off Buddy George. Picked it up on the scrap pile. Can we unseize it? 'Cause she is locked up solid. So can we get this thing unseized? I don't know. We better have a look at her, haven't we? Fan cooled at Co. Back in a minute. So, as always with my projects, we start by having a look round this thing so you can see exactly what we're working with. It has a lovely, lovely torpedo tank. Oh, I just noticed there's some writing on the cap there. Very nice. I do like the shape of the cylinder head. I like the little fan shroud. I like the fan for cooling. Chain drive. What are we going to do with this thing? I hummed and hawed. Is it worth saving? Little decompressor there, but that's seized up. I mean, it comes back, but the little spring bit don't. You can't get the head off this. It's a cylinder only job, because I believe this is 2-stroke. And it made me wonder, is that ever going to free up? I don't know. And I thought, do I just put this down as a bit of garden ornament? I actually looked at it initially. I was going to take the tank off it and use it on something else. And I thought, do you know, this whole engine is complete. We have the amal carb. We even have the flywheel cover. The whole engine is actually complete. And I thought, is it worth saving? Yes, the exhaust is rotted at the bottom. So that's all. Look at the rust coming out. There we go. So yes, maybe we could reassemble this exhaust. Oh, that is totally rotted out the bottom. I don't know. Oh yes, look at the rot in the exhaust. We'll show you underneath the exhaust. I haven't seen under there yet, but I'm guessing it's quite rotten. It feels it. Anyhow, I thought, sod it, I was just looking around in the grass and thought, do you know, I'll pull him out, get all the bindweed out from around it, and we'll have a look and see if we can do anything with it. Whether we can or not, I do not know. Right. This is a very strange looking machine, I must admit. It has some wibbly wobbly legs on the front. Oh dear, and a leg what sort of adjusts on the back. How we're going to ever mount this thing, if we wanted to put it on a bit of wood to show it, I don't know. It's going to take a little bit of imagination to actually mount it. But we'll see, won't we? We have covers under here, which I think is for the chain guard. So that needs to come somewhere. I don't know. Right. Well, how are we going to start? Where do you actually start with this? By trying to free it off. Be nice if we could leave all this tank in situ and just break the engine off. I think we've got to start. Cool. Right. Straight away, I think I can see why this thing's seized. Look at the plug. It has one of them pink plugs. You can turn the insulated piece, but the plug is actually tight. So, because that's loose, I think water has ran down there and she's seized in the bore. Are we ever going to be able to unfree that, though? This is a question I do not know. Right. Let's have a look and see if we can get the plug out. Here we go. Well, straight away, plug comes undone. Look like we're getting straight into this. What's that plug look like? Actually, don't look manky and rusty. Right, could it be? I think what I'm going to do, shove a bit of WD down that plug hole. We'll give him a generous squirt of WD-40. And then I think, flip the engine round, see if we can take this timing case off, and then get a nut. Because the flywheel's going to no doubt have to come off to clean the points. So, let's have a look. Oops. Oh no, my little pot where I put bits in is all rolling. There we go. Alright. This is a rum thing to work on. All these legs are akimbo. These legs are a bit like my ex-girlfriend. Open all the time. Right. Ah, this looks really sketchy. I don't like it. I think I've got to lay the damn thing down. I think I've got to lay it down. And then we can hopefully do something to it. Let me raise you guys up a bit. Here we go. I need to tidy my bench. Look at the state of the damn thing. Right. Right, there we go. You can see a little bit better now what we're doing. I want to get this cover off, which should be... one clip. And whatever this thing is here. There you go. Right, here's our flywheel. As you can see, that engine is locked up. Solid. Let's get a spanner on this. And see if anything comes for tuition here. She might. No, that's just undone the flywheel nut. This'll break the flywheel taper. Come on. Oh, that should have done. Oh, bugger. Right, let's give up. Oh, that engine is well and truly stuck. Yeah. All right. Oh. So this should now start to lift the flywheel. Oh, you swine. I always worry about ringing off. I always worry about ringing off these little crank nuts. Oh, this engine's tight, guys. Yeah, this engine is tight. Extremely tight. Oops, there goes someone's had a skip emptied. Be nice if we could break this engine off. Because we can get to them points. Luckily the flywheel is actually in the position where the points are under this cover, look. So you can, these are designed so you can take this off and clean the points without taking the flywheel off. We just need to get this engine freed off. Lovely brass flywheel on here. Really nice brass flywheel. Alright, there you go, that's the cover back on. And over the dimple. But how this flywheel is gonna... Oh, that exhaust is bad, I can see that now underneath there. Now how this flywheel's gonna come off, I don't know. I know a lot of the time I've done these, I've used a rattle gun. I do worry that's gonna damage damage the threads though, because it's not always advisable to use rattle guns. Yeah, this is definitely undo. That's not anti-clockwise. I can see the nut lifting. Alright, let's get the compressor fired up. There you go. We will try a windy gun on it. Well, there's a little ladybird come to see us, look. Go on, sunshine, we don't want you in here. Whatever. Oh, there's a fourth leg under here, look. I thought we had another leg somewhere. This is where the... I see, that's where the exhaust bolt on. This fourth leg here. So we did have a fourth leg tucked up under here, look. Well, that could make it a bit easier to mount then. I reckon if you mounted all that... Anyhow, we're talking about mounting. That's a long way off when we can't even get the engine to turn. Is it worth introducing a little bit of heat into that cylinder? Possibly, you know, possibly. Right. This is a rum thing to stand up. I'll give this that. It is a very rum thing to stand up. Right, we have a throttle cable, a decompressor. Oh, I know the whole engine wants to tip forward. This is the most weird engine to work on I've ever seen in my life. Well, I don't want to sit anyhow. What a strange little engine. I'm going to pull on the flywheel while I pull on the fan. Oh, she is tight, mister. She is extremely tight. Right. One other way we could do this. I need a bit of wood or something to go under this, because that's going to annoy me. Another way we could do this. Let's have a look in that plug hole actually, and just see if we can see anything in there. Can we see the piston down there? We can. But how bad is it? I don't know. I don't know how bad it is in there. Right. We'll figure this out somehow. We will figure this out somehow. So we've got a little bit of rock. I think take off some of these, or take off all of these cylinder nuts, if they'll come, and then that'll tell us if they're seized in the crank or if it's seized in the bore, if you get my gist. If they're seized in the bore, the whole cylinder will lift up and down a little. Look at that, all coming up. Well, these two are coming undone anyhow. I'm not taking them all the way off, just a little. And if that do lift the cylinder, what we might be able to do with that is like rock it so the cylinder's lifting up and down, and that might break it free. It's either that or somehow we have to get the whole cylinder off, which wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest, but that means you're going to have to get this tank out of the way to get that cylinder off. Right, it appears I am taking these cylinder nuts. I am taking these cylinder nuts right off. And before we do any cracking or banging about, we'll blow this out with some air so no crap or shite get down in there. Come on, we can't get your hand in here anywhere. What a fiddly little thing. Do you know, that's right what they say, the smaller the engine, the fiddlier they are to work on. Absolutely fiddly little things. Right, one more, guys. Cool. There you go, she's there. Oh. I can't even get a socket down into that. Right, good luck me getting these back in again. Sorry you can't see a thing I'm doing, I'm just getting the 4-cylinder nut out. Oops, where'd that go? Where'd that go? It dropped out, I heard it. I heard it drop, but where? Where'd that go? Ah, damn thing got her gone somewhere here, innit? Where the devil did that cylinder nut go? It definitely didn't roll on the floor. Right, that's the carburetor. Ah, straight away that cylinder's lifting, look. See that? So we are stuck in the bore. See that? You can see exactly what I'm saying now, can't you? So the bottom end is free, we are stuck in this cylinder. And I was thinking we could maybe use this as a slide hammer to break her free. Right. Let me have a think. Right. We have given this a blow. I just heard that 4-cylinder nut drop, so we've blown it out there somewhere. That cylinder nut has dropped, I heard it. We'll find it. It certainly didn't go on the floor because the wind was blowing it totally the other way, so... Am I liking the chances of these exhaust nuts coming undone? Simple answer to that. No, I am not. But we do appear to be turning in the bottom end. That would be so nice if we could just break that free. Maybe heat, guys. Maybe some damned heat around the cylinder. Maybe some heat introduced to the cylinder will help things. Let me heat this for a few minutes, because you guys don't want to stand here watching me heat this cylinder for minutes. Back in a minute. Right, we have given this some heat for a few minutes. Whoops. Did that just... I thought that just broke free for a second there. I thought the old girl broke free. This actually sounds more brutal than it is, you know. I'm not actually giving it that much stick. Alright, all that's doing is opening that nut. No, that's just taking the flywheel off, which is kind of something we could do. Hang on, I think she's gone. Yep, we're coming up further now than we did. We certainly are coming up further than we did. Oh my word. Right. Right, we're actually, we can kind of see in at the bottom of the cylinder. I can feel the piston. It's just starting to come out the bottom of the cylinder. It certainly weren't doing that before, so I think, guys, we're on the move. I do think she's on the move, so if we can get this freed off, even better. Well, all cylinders warm. Let's lay him down again. See if I can get this cylinder back on. And we can. Alright, that's what I want to do. I just want to get that cylinder back on. So I don't want to damage them studs. Oh, that would have been so much easier if this engine actually had a head we could take off. Because you could take the head off. I don't like... Oh, it's hot. I don't like these engines too much. There you go, guys. Right, that is starting to come. So what we can do now is, I know you're going to say that's two-stroke, that ain't going to seal around that crank, you're going to get a vacuum leak and that ain't going to run, blah, 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 blah. Yes, I agree with you. But it would be nice if we could just get a spark off this thing and then see if it does anything. If you know what I mean. See if we can get any form of running out of it. And if it don't run right because that's got a crankcase leak, well, we can take the cylinder right off and put a new gasket on, or put some instant gasket around it. Let me get these 4 bolts back on, guys, and tightened up, and we'll be back. Well, hello again, folks, we're back. Right, I've only got 3, you know, I can't find that 4th cylinder nut still. I heard the damn thing drop out when I blew this off. I heard a distinct noise of a nut dropping onto the bench. Can I for the life of me see it? No, but I'll find it. Anyhow, let's introduce some oil into this cylinder. It is still hot, it's only been a couple of minutes for me to do them bolts up. And let's see if our engine, I think she'll be obnoxious and stiff, but that's turning, look. There you go. There you go, guys. There you go, she is turning. That metallic noise you can hear as this fan is slightly bent. Ah, that's this fan blade here. And this fan blade here. It's catching on this bloody leg. Yeah. So we've got to bend out this fan blade. And this one. And this one. Some of these fan blades need a little bit of bending. We're catching on that back leg with one of these fan blades. This one. Yeah, this is the blade. This is the blade where it's catching. On the wrong side of this to be able to bend it. Close but no cigar. Well, she's turning. She's got compression and suck. I mean, they would do because we've shoved a lot of oil and crap down it, but I can't help thinking that with a little bit of titivating, look at the little ladybird. Look at him. Let me go and put him outside. Right. We now have, she's all spinning over nicely. Excellent. How do you actually start this? I've just realised there's no provisions to put a rope on here to start it. I don't quite know how you're meant to start this. Ain't a problem really for us because we can always just put a drill on it and start it. Right, she's turning over nicely, fan's not catching, and we have no weird and wonderful clunky noises or anything like that. So I think we can clean the points up. You know why that fan bent, don't you? Because I laid the engine down on this side. That'll be why, because I laid this damned engine down. Right. We could take the flywheel off. I really don't see a lot of point. I really don't see a lot of point in taking the flywheel off when all we're going to do is clean these points that you can get to very easily in there. So let me just get a snitching of emery paper. Here we go, we have a little bit of emery cloth, rip it down the middle, fold it over, get it in these points, which yes, are furry. Right, it's either we're on the cam or them points are open. Well, them points are open, so either we're on the cam or there's something going on there and they're not closing. Right. There's a little bit of crust around them. Let me get my proper little points file. So here I have a proper little points file. So if your sandpaper's too stiff, you can use a little points file. They have come up remarkably clean. I can see for a start they have come quite clean. Are we going to be lucky and find we have a spark on this? Or not? I think one of the first things we need to do is make sure them points are closing. Oh, the engine does turn, okay. Ah, they're closing. Right, your points are opening and closing there, look. So yeah, the points are opening and closing. There we are. What I do like to do is just give the points a little squirt of WD just to lube up the cams, and you're like, yeah, back at them points now. Well, not exactly. You need to work that in there. Trust me, I've done this dozens of times. Get a bit of cloth, come in, and then for belt and braces, go in there with an airline and just blow it all out. And you'll find anywhere important that needed to go, it will have got. And of course, reverse your emery paper, trying to keep the material side of it clean. There we go. Go back in, and that'll just get that WD-40 residue off your contacts. You can use a bit of a matchbox, bit of cardboard, anything what will just go in there and dry up any mess on them contacts. There we go. Right, let's stand it up. Before we go spinning this over, I've got to do something with this chain, haven't I? Somehow take this chain off, because that is getting right in our way. Right. This is a rum engine to work on, I must admit. Never seen such a thing. Right. Will this chain... Oh, that chain will just lift over this fan, look. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I thought that chain might have been a little bit harder to get off than it is, but no, that's come straight off. What's catching again? We've bent this fan again, haven't we? Laying the engine down is like... That's better. Right, I think we need to see if by some miracle this engine's got a spark. Am I going to use the original plug? No, I'll get a new one. Alright, let me get a new plug and we'll see if I've got any spark. Right guys, we are back. Right, this is free now. I don't think that fan's catching anywhere. We're going to see if after cleaning these points, if by some miracle this thing's going to spark or not. Ah, oh, no, the plug lead has come right off the end of the plug, look. It's proper little crimped on lead and that's come off the end. Well, we should be able to jump. Oh, that's all right. We should see a spark, if we got anything, jump from that wire down to the cylinder block. Let's see if my drill has got enough torque to turn this. Nothing that way. Oh. My drill ain't got enough guts. We have no spark. Let's go the other way. Nothing. So we don't have a spark anywhere this way. Now, right, didn't quite think we was going to get that lucky. Let me have one more little go before I give up on this. Come on, I need my drill to just go a little bit faster and it won't. Now, right, we don't appear to have any spark in either direction. There isn't a kill switch on this, is there? Let me just make sure there's no hidden kill switch. Whatever's this in here? Bit of chalk. I don't think this has got a kill button on it. I don't know though, because this did have this cap on it. So you wouldn't have been able to touch nothing on it. Maybe there's a kill on here, you know. No, that button don't do nothing. That's just a blank. Now, I don't think we got a kill on here, so... That looks like a kill wire of some description. Well, we don't have a spark, unfortunately. No. Let me just give them points one more clean, then we'll try again. So man cavers, that is going to be it for this video. We've had a little go. I've had the points off again. I've had the flywheel off. Don't appear I can get a spark on this old girl, so she might well be doomed. But we will see. We'll maybe try a condenser. But we're long enough into this video. We'll say cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. We will see you next time. Ah!